Hi, I'm Justin and welcome to Just Shaves. For this video, I've got a special spotlight. Just yesterday in the mail, I received my Blackland rectangle razor. This is part of their workshop series. This is their workshop batch 2. So batch 1, they did the bronze bird. Batch 2, they brought out this brand new concept. So this is a single edge razor that uses half double edge safety razor blades. In my hands, this feels like it's about 30 grams or so, but the specs weren't released along with the product. As you can see, the blade goes right here, and then it's a rectangle instead of the traditional handle setup. So this is unlike anything I've ever used. It arrived in the mail yesterday. I also just shaved with the Blackland Titanium Blackbird yesterday, so I don't have a whole lot of growth, but I was also just kind of antsy to try this out. So when Shane released this, he did mention that the ergonomics of this was unlike anything he's used before and was great and functional. I thought at first that, they were just trying out something weird to see if it worked, and I was a little skeptical with how it would feel in the hand, but it actually feels pretty good in my hand. It's made out of aluminum, nickel coated. I was surprised at how it feels in the hand. It's a little awkward because it's different and because it's new, but there's a number of different holds you can practice because this part is hollowed out here. So with that, I think I'm gonna just go through and do a quick one pass shave. I don't have a whole lot of growth, but again, I was just kind of antsy to try this out. So here we go. Holding the top cap down is gonna be a set of magnets, and there's a little button that you have to press to separate it. Pointing the blade part of it out away from you, you're going to hold on to this middle piece and just kind of press this button and separate it with your hands, and it comes right off easily enough. They did include some recess areas specifically for after you snap off the blades. The ends of the blade typically tend to bend down, and they factored in for that and left some space here. So I do have a double-edged safety razor blade. This is a Tweet Platinum. I already snapped it in half, so I'm just gonna pop this in and see how it goes. Again, with this one, you can't see it too much, but these end tabs right here tend to bend right before they break. So with that, it's my first time popping a blade in and trying it out. But kind of snaps in right like this, and there's magnets to hold the blade in place. So getting the alignment, this is my first time ever doing that, and it felt easy enough for me. Magnets holding the blade in place. Now the top cap goes on. And then I think I'm officially set up. So as you can see, the blade sticking out just a little bit right there. Shane did say that in terms of aggressiveness, this is going to be on the medium aggressive. It's not supposed to be highly efficient and have this new handle. But I'm gonna go ahead and try this out. So quick rinse and I'll lather up and get going. Okay. Already worked up a lather of some Tabec. And here we go. Don't have a whole lot of growth, have like, a day or half a day's worth of growth or whatever. But again, I was just antsy to try this out, and I know some folks didn't have a chance to order this particular razor. So for this batch, they only released 90 units. They released last Saturday at 10 a.m. I was one of the people that was sitting at my phone right at 10 a.m. and immediately pushed the order through and had all my card information out and ready. Mine was completed in the 10 o'clock hour, that exact minute I had my order pushed through. I still ended up getting unit number 22. So as quick as I was, there were people that were quicker. And 90 units ended up selling out all before noon when they released it. So I think that ended up catching everyone a little bit off guard, probably even the folks over at Blackland. Again, here we go. The special thing about this is, all these different grips we can try out, and these are all brand new to me. Okay, I'm really surprised at how easy this is. Again, weight-wise, I'm guessing this is around 30 grams or so. But it's made out of aluminum, feels solid, feels rigid enough, even though it's on the smaller end of things. This could potentially be a very good travel razor. I think one of the comments someone had posted was about using the space in between the rectangle to store blades or soaps or what have you in a travel kit. So far, that grip felt really good to me. I kind of just had 2 fingers poking through, and then I turned it upside down to get the top of my head. But I can also just hold it straight across like a rectangle. And really easy efficiency so far. Okay, side of my head, I'm just kind of holding the outside of it. This ended up selling for $95, which again is a lot, especially when you're talking about aluminum, but then they have their R&D costs and they're running a smaller production of it. So, given that it's a limited supply, I thought the pricing was fair and reasonable. It didn't come with like a special box. It kind of just came in a cardboard box with some tissue paper, which I think was a good idea to keep the pricing down. I think a fancy box would have been a silly reason to push the cost over $100, but so far I'm actually really enjoying this. I didn't know what to expect. I kind of just was hitting this with a very fresh set of eyes for the first time. So far so good. And with as little growth as I had, I'm probably just gonna stop at 1 pass anyway. So far so good. Relather the back of my head. And this is gonna be the part of my shave where any help with ergonomics is gonna be really helpful. I've spent years learning how to use a double-edged safety razor, but again, this time I'm just poking 2 fingers through, thumb on the bottom. Actually, the way I was holding it, it felt fine. I can't say that I like that better than the way I typically hold double-edged safety razors, but again, I have other options. This time I'm just gonna poke 1 finger through and hold the outside. And we'll see how this goes. Thumb on the bottom still. And so far that felt more comfortable though. Here I am repositioning it. And it feels like they got the efficiency just right because I'm not having to apply much pressure, if at all, which with some lighter razors you do, but just trying out all these different grips, I don't know that I'd want to experiment with also adding pressure. But, so far I am impressed. Let's see if I missed any spots, but rinse off real quick. Maybe we'll just relather, do 1 more quick pass. So for what it is, I'm pretty impressed with how it's working so far. Like, I don't know if I love these new grips so much more that I'll never pick up a standard double-edged safety razor with the handle down the middle. I guess we can call that a conventional safety razor now. But for the sake of just trying something different and being bold enough to design something that hasn't really been seen or used before, you know, tipping my hats off to the folks over at Blackland. This is a really cool concept. And it's not a gimmick, it's shaving pretty well. And with as little growth as I have, like I've definitely used some less efficient razors that might not have been picking up anything at all. Given the last razor I used was the titanium Blackbird, and that was less than 24 hours ago. But another thing I'm considering is, with all the different possible ways you can hold this, I probably haven't figured out the best ways on my very first use. So there's probably another grip that I haven't really experimented with that might work better. And then with different parts of my head, I could be using different grips altogether. So right now, I'm not thinking about it too much, I'm just kind of doing what feels most intuitive. And so far, just sliding two fingers through the middle part of the rectangle seems to be working well. And for the first time with this razor, I'm actually moving along pretty quickly. So far I'm impressed. Obviously I'll keep playing with this and testing it out, using different blades, different grips, testing out all the things. But so far this worked better than I was expecting. I was a little skeptical when I first saw the pictures of it, but here it is, and it's here and it's working really well. Because it's sold out so quickly in that 2-hour period, they dropped all 90 of the units. Maybe they're going to release something similar to this again, either, you know, just running the exact same batch, or if they want to put it into their permanent lineup. I don't know. But if you were lucky enough to try this out, it's pretty darn cool in my opinion. So with that, I'll go ahead and call this job well done and sign off. Till next time, thank you all. Bye.